This is the most impromptu video I'm doing. So basically, I just had this idea. I was like working on this little video. This is such a close-up shot. I only have a 35 millimeter, and I guess I could put my 28, but that's not the point. The point is also I'm shooting on the Nikon ZR. It's very, very good with the autofocus. The autofocus is insane on this camera. I have my tripod. If you can only see, actually, you know what? You can see. I will show you on the action. Look how high. I can't see that. That's for work. Look how high this is. I'm making this video because I had a. First of all, I really like this setup. I'm so distracted right now, but I really like this setup with the microphone. I'm standing, which is great because sitting just messes me up. I have my camera on a tripod. I need to get one that's a little bit lower, more straight on. But I really like this setup, and I love using this microphone for clear audio. Having said that, I'm making this video because I've said this for the last 10 plus years of my life, that this was going to be the year that I do YouTube. This was going to be the year that I finally just go all in. But here's the thing. I'm going to fail. I'm going to miss uploads. I'm not going to make videos consistently like I should. But that's the point. I'm going to give it real effort because I've recently deactivated all my TikTok accounts because I only had like 2. Because I'm not down with their new terms of service. I basically want to focus more on YouTube anyways because I've always thought that was just the better platform. So I'm really excited about just kind of creating things that matter to me in the photography space, in the post-production space. My day job is working as an assistant editor on TV shows. I've worked on shows like Mayans MC, seasons 4 and 5. Most recently, Netflix's The Abandons. Finished that up last summer. That's pretty much my day job. That's what I like doing. I love doing assistant editorial work on scripted television shows. Having said that, I'm in between shows right now. Haven't really gotten a show in a minute. Hoping to get one here in the next few months. But YouTube is the one thing that I've always been drawn to. I've always loved the idea of building kind of an audience around stuff that I'm passionate about. For me, it's photography and filmmaking and post-production and things like that. So, and just kind of more tech lifestyle. Like I recently picked up a projector because I project onto the wall behind me, which is that I had an idea for a video last night, which I really want to shoot, but I have a projector. So I'm kind of just always into tech. Lately, I've been into cars a lot. Was never really like a car guy, but I love looking at cars, test driving cars and things like that. I'm just talking about my interest, where things could go on this channel. I don't want to pigeonhole myself into one thing because I think it's very niche to be just all about photography or all about film photography, which maybe that would be better to some people. I don't know. But to me, I just feel like this channel should just be kind of more about me and my hobbies and my interests, because it's not just photography, it's not just filmmaking, it's not just these things. It's also I just like nice tech. I like test driving cars and things like that. So, and then there's other things that I like doing, baseball, basketball, sports that I love, sports teams that I love following and things like that. So I'm looking at this as like a clean slate, but a lot of the focus on this channel is going to be just kind of learning more about filmmaking and shooting and trying to create beautiful images. I think that's what it is. I just want to create beautiful images and create moments. And like, there's a lot of stuff that I shoot that I'll never post on the internet because they're my memories with my family and things like that. Because I don't think every part of my life should be put up on the internet. I think there's a lot of stuff that I like to keep private. I don't really post my nieces and nephews and things like that. But when it comes to like trips with my girlfriend, or if we're road tripping it to, we're planning a road trip to go visit my brother in Utah in a few months, like that lends itself to a lot of beautiful landscapes and photography and things like that. So it's going to be like a blend of photography with filmmaking, with a filmmaking aspect. But then in between, you're going to get a lot of just my day-to-day, my weird personality, my random ideas on YouTube shorts and stuff like that. So I think I'm trying to focus more on just being authentic to myself and not trying to project this image of like, I only do film photography, which I do film photography. I have a film camera back there, right? So I do film photography. I picked it up just 2 years ago. I'm not going to act like I've been shooting that over digital for the last 15 years. So it's more about just being authentic to myself, and hopefully that comes through in videos, and hopefully people, gel with that and just kind of like find me interesting enough, to click that subscribe button. So that's kind of where I'm at. This is a very random video. The idea for the video was actually going to be about just be creative on a day-to-day basis. I literally shot the most pointless video of my 12-pound Chihuahua. It's a funny little video that I shot, and I'm just gonna show it to her. But it's just, I think it's just find ways to be creative every day. And it was funny because I was sitting there trying to figure out how to record this video because I tried the other day, and my dog got scared and ran away from the camera and dropped the treat in her bowl of water. So it's funny because I found myself this morning trying to problem solve the dumbest thing I'm doing. But that's fine because it allowed me to be creative for a little bit, and then I jumped into my work. So I think there's a long-winded way of saying I'm going to give YouTube a shot again this year. It's kind of my thing every year. But then on top of that, just try to find ways to be creative. Just be creative. Do things for yourself. The world is heavy right now. There's a lot of negative things going on. There's a lot of bad things. You got to turn that off for a while and just feed your soul, I think is what I'm hinting at. I just find myself in my own way, I can get distracted and forget about everything that's going on, right? And it brings me joy, and it kind of puts me in a place of calm and centered. So I know that sounds very head in the clouds, but it just, for me, it's doing creative stuff with my cameras, photography and video. For others, it's going to the gym. For others, it's reading a book for 3 hours. For others, it's going on a hike in the middle of nowhere. So just find whatever that thing is. But for me, it's creativity. And if you're along with me, if you're following me along in this journey, be creative and just continue to be creative. That's literally it. So this is my first talkie video of 2026. Welcome to 2026. It's going to be a crazy year. I have a feeling it's just going to be a rough year. I really think that. It's just going to be a tough year. So take it easy, relax, and just try to find moments of peace and enjoy your life in the midst of all the chaos, I guess. So that's it. The most random video. Got nothing else. That's it.